It was definitely a great decision for our family to come to Notre Dame. It has impacted our family. It's been both on the spiritual level and again, academically, it's been a great, we talk about Notre Dame a lot in our home.
Every year, all school council sets up this Christmas basket drive for everyone in the school to bring in canned goods or other food items to create boxes for other members in the Peoria area community that could really benefit from having some extra food items in the Christmas season, because winter can be really hard. So it's super nice to see everyone in the school participating and bringing in stuff to help others in the community.
And one of the events that I've worked at in the past is called Pasta for Patriots, and it's a fundraiser for veterans, and we meet veterans and we serve them pasta, and it's just a great time. And along with that, we've made cards and we've given them awards.
So yeah, we've got two sons who graduated from Notre Dame that are currently at university, and they're both doing very well. They were well prepared with the program and the curriculum that they've gone through at Notre Dame. I think a couple things that really helped them with that was having 3 trimesters really exposed our boys to some broader subjects to give them some overview on items, as well as the AP courses and just their learning climate overall. For them both to make the transition to university was really no major gap or anything, and it was really successful for them.
We've really seen Notre Dame adapt to the times and to the changing education needs. Our older kids, had a great education, but our younger kids are now, each have a laptop and are able to do online learning.
So this is my first year taking a Project Lead the Way course through PND, and Project Lead the Way is a great hands-on experience for learning STEM materials. So in my computer science essentials class, which is what I'm taking right now, we do lots of different coding and different algorithms in order to prepare us for our future, where we probably will use coding in our lives.
Probably one of my favorite things, and I have a lot, but one of my favorite things about teaching at PND is how willing students are to be challenged in rigorous courses. And the AP Capstone program is just one way that students challenge themselves. It's not mandatory. They can take whatever English classes they want, but they choose to take those rigorous classes because they know it gives them the foundation they need to be productive in whatever majors they go into and whatever future careers that they have.
If I'm going to look at sending my children to school during a world crisis or a pandemic like we're living in right now, unequivocally, I can honestly look at you and say, I am absolutely 100% amazed and actually very proud to say that my child is at Notre Dame because of the innovation, because of the technology, the way that we were able to do in-person learning successfully in a very safe environment.
We love the teachers here. We noticed this year that they are going above and beyond what they could have imagined teaching would be, that they are putting the kids' needs in front of their own, that they are cleaning everything and teaching online and teaching in person and just giving everything for the kids.
It's a great school. You're going to get the best education you can around here at Notre Dame, because here our teachers really care about us and they want us to do well here, and they'll go out of their way to make sure that you're getting the best possible education, and I think that's something unique to Notre Dame.
As I've been filling out college application essays and they're asking me questions like, where do you see yourself 4 years after you've completed college, and what do you want to do with your career? I'm starting to realize that through my different opportunities here as co-president of Teens for Life and leading different clubs like Newspaper, what I'm kind of figuring out is that I want to be working in a capacity the same way I am here, but on a larger scale kind of out in the world. I want to be fighting for people who can't fight for themselves, or who, even though they're fighting for themselves, no one is listening. And I feel like that's something I wouldn't have learned had I not had the Teens for Life opportunities, and even just had the opportunities to stay in tune with my faith here, because nothing else falls into place if your prayer life is off, or if you're not sitting right with God. And so I attribute me kind of knowing where I want to be, I attribute that all to the opportunities I've had here through campus ministry, through all the different clubs.
It's just a really strong group of kids, strong in their faith. They come to our house and we can sit with them and have good discussion with them about life and religion and many things. They're just a quality group of kids, and the community here is one of the things that makes Notre Dame a great place to send our kids.
I mean, everyone here, I feel like, is just always nice to everyone. Like, you see people in the hallway, you're always like, hey, what's up, what's going on? Everyone is there to support each other. Like, everyone is so friendly in the hallways, everyone's friendly in classes. If you're struggling, someone's always there to help you. And I just feel like everyone here wants everyone else to succeed, whether it's sports, academics, just life in general. Everyone wants to see everyone else perform at their highest potential.
Peoria Notre Dame is like a family. I think it translates from students to teachers, from teachers to teachers, from the administration to the students to the teachers. I think that it's just a really tight-knit community. And even though we're not a super small school, and hopefully we'll keep growing, it always feels like that. It feels like everybody knows everybody and everybody has everybody's best interests at heart.
We used to be able to come into the chapel for adoration, and it's beautiful this year outdoors to get to see all the kids come outside. But indoors, we would be in front of Blessed Sacrament, and I would see kids come in at lunchtime going to confession, and they would come without their parents prompting, or it was just beautiful to see them exercising their own faith and wanting to receive the sacrament.
Going up and asking someone about their faith, or hey, why aren't you praying as much as usual, that's kind of a strange thing, but here it's not, because everyone knows that you want to be praying, you want to have that close relationship with God, but that it just gets really hard. So it's so nice to have just that community who will kind of not only keep you accountable, but also support you when you get off, or you're just having a bad week, or you need help getting back to where you want to be.
One of the main concerns we have as you look at the news and statistics, that many children, when they go off to college, especially even Catholic children, lose their faith in college. So we thought it was important that they really build a strong faith while they're still at home and still in high school, so that when they do go off to college, they have that strong base to build on and will not become one of those statistics.
So my faith at PND has really developed from my past 4 years. The biggest thing for me is that we have different groups of religious communities in our school, the Pierced Hearts, and we also have our Dominicans. Being able to see two different groups of women who love Christ, but they wear different outfits, or they show their love for Christ just a little bit differently, but they still have the same love for us and the same love for Jesus Christ, and that has been truly inspiring throughout my 4 years.
I think from my perspective, what's really important is the spiritual climate for our boys. They all really grew in their faith, and I think especially at this age for high school is when they transition from mom and dad's faith to their own faith, and that was really important for them to be able to do that and to have the opportunities to get involved in things like Teens for Life and to go to the March in Washington and Lumen Christi and other things, and really almost explore, hey, do I really believe this? And in a safe and instructional environment.
I take a lot of inspiration from the faculty members around me, those who go to daily mass, those who lead prayers, those who lead the rosary. I find myself so inspired by their prayer lives that mine is better too. And that's something as a teacher that I wouldn't get a lot of other places.
I think just being able to foster that relationship with Christ here has been a truly powerful aspect of my life. And if there's one thing that I'm glad to take away from Notre Dame, it's getting into a better relationship with my Creator.
Not only did our boys grow in their faith, but they brought it home to both Joshua and I. And we both have grown exponentially in our faith, and we're actually learning things we've never known before, and we're reading things we would have never read before, and we're a part. So you talk about community, we're actually a part of something that we've never done before. So we are very sad that our last child is coming through Notre Dame. I wish we had more kids that were coming through Notre Dame, because we love this place so much. We know that it's been such a great impact on our family.